Hello everyone, this is Samurai Snake.
And I'm the Flameclaw.
And welcome back to the Retrothon with River City Ransom. We are streaming retro games from the NES to Dreamcast for Child's Play, a charity done by Penny Arcade creators to give toys and games to children who spend time in the hospital.
And what are we playing here, Snake?
We are playing River City Ransom, as I said. We had a donation bidding war for names for the main character, and the results have come in. The first character will be named Kiryu in honor of, I think his name is Kazuma Kiryu?
Oh yeah, from Yakuza.
Yes.
So yeah, first place was Kiryu, and the second place is one that I am quite fond of the fact that it won, because it was quite a bit of banter in the last run, which we'll reveal in just a moment.
And it was only by a few cents in meters. I do not apologize for that. But that's not it. It is D-O-N-G Dong.
Yes, our second character here is Dong.
The main characters' actual names when this game was released were Alex and Ryan, respectively, but their actual real names from the Japanese version are Kunio and Riki, and they're both basically juvenile delinquents.
Alright, well, this is our localized version, where they're Kiryu and Dong. So, I will say, going into this, because I've never played this game and I've never actually seen anything of it other than like the odd little bit of gameplay here and there, you may have to give me a slight summary of what we're going to be seeing.
This is your basic 80s style plot. This bad guy has kidnapped your girlfriend, or in this case, Dong's girlfriend, so we have to go get Dong's girlfriend back.
Yeah,
just make your own joke on the name.
Yeah, Dong needs a lady.
But this game was localized in Europe as Street Gangs. But Japan, this was called Downtown Hot-Blooded Story.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more metal.
Yeah. I forgot what game it is in the Kunio-kun series, which is what this game belongs to. It might be the third game, I'm assuming, because the first game was called Renegade here in the West, where it's basically a very outdated beat-em-up by Control standards.
Oh, I did see a few different games in the Twitch listing, so how many different games are there in the series?
A lot, and honestly, whenever it got to the DS, it kind of went back to this old style after the days of the Super Nintendo, because the Kunio-kun franchise never really innovates. It's very niche.
So that's one of the things that can be a blessing or a curse depending on how you look at it, isn't it? Because I've seen from because I've been looking into say the Contra series a bit, given I picked up on the games to play for the marathon and that. That looks like the kind of series where there's a lot of similarity from game to game, but in a way that's kind of its charm.
Yeah. It's especially much more so with the Kunio-kun games that are on the 3DS. There was a remake of Renegade on the Japanese 3DS, which I have. It hasn't been localized. But the succeeding two games rather, called River City Tokyo Rumble and River City Rival Showdown, are successors to the remake of Renegade.
Oh, okay. Sweden chat saying Scott Pilgrim vs. the World looks worse than I remembered it.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World took a lot of inspiration from River City Ransom.
Yeah. Because that's another game that I've only ever seen in gameplay fiction and whatnot, but I can kind of see it's the same sort of side-scrolling beat-em-up kind of thing. I suppose it's similar in a way to the Streets of Rage kind of thing as well, which would come, I assume, after this, given the art style and whatnot.
Yeah, this is essentially an RPG beat-em-up hybrid, in that you buy books in order to learn special techniques, which is, in this case, Dragon Feet, basically using the 100 crack kick from Chun-Li. The other one that we bought was Stone Hands, which is essentially the Fist of the North Star.
Alright, so the character that we've called Kiryu has dragon attacks, that's perfect.
Yep.
Man, I actually started playing Kiwami a little while ago. I should really get back to that because it was pretty fun from what I played of it.
I have yet to actually play Yakuza. I've only seen it played.
Fair one. Yeah, no, I picked it up when like the PC port came out, and I've played a few chapters of it, and I really like the world, and it's like quirky enough in an endearing sense. I just really need to put a bit more time into it.
So basically the idea is to beat people up and take their money. And you're also going to need to eat a lot of food in order to increase your stats, because the game never really tells you this, but the certain food that you eat will power up either a punching, your kicking, your strength with the weapon, your defense, your hit points, and maximum hit points.
Yeah, that's kind of Yakuza-esque as well, honestly. But
oh, really?
Like, yeah, like you get power-ups from eating food and drinking certain drinks and whatnot. But yeah, I did see on the overworld that there's like a sushi bar and stuff. Can you go in there?
Yeah, there is. What I would do is, if I was in the previous town, I would buy honey buns to increase my stamina and maximum stamina. But in this case, I'm just gonna spend all my money that I can on egg rolls to increase my stamina and defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat too much at once and then start running around jumping and kicking, because that doesn't seem like it'd be too good for your body.
Yeah, Alex is okay. His metabolic processes are probably on the level of Superman's.
See, what it's reminding me of is in Sonic Unleashed, you can buy Sonic food just to bump up his stats and that. And so when I was grinding up for the Unleashed playthrough, because I wanted to use a complete save file to get all the levels from, I actually just fed Sonic burgers in like batches of 99, and then I'll just go. So like, it'd eat 99 burgers in one hit. And then I'd go do some day levels and shit just to grind for more coins to buy more burgers, more rings even. God, that's an embarrassing fuck up. But then, so he's running on a full stomach of burgers, and like that must completely fuck him over big time.
Well, the rings you could collect were probably onion rings, so Sonic's putting in a lot of work already.
Actually, I'm okay with that headcanon.
The best weapon to pick up in this game is obviously the chain, because we are playing as Japanese juvenile delinquents, where they're basically called Yankee in Japan. And
the first thing that came to my mind is that looked like a fucking Belmont whip.
Well, I guess if you really wanted it to, yeah.
This is like the lower class Castlevania.
Castlevania set in modern times with street gangs.
Yeah, basically. I love the fact that the characters are talking to you on the lower screen, even if they are just barfing at you. It's just a weird character, you know.
There were reviews on GameFAQs back in the day that said, "This game makes me barf with joy."
Of course there are.
But for what content the game lacks in the NES version, it makes up for it in the GBA remake, which doesn't westernize the graphics. Everyone has their original Japanese uniforms of different colors, and there's a lot of customization that you can do in the GBA remake by modifying your own appearance and your uniform color too.
Let me have a little look at this Game Boy Advance.
So basically, if you really
just curious to compare the graphics.
If you really wanted to, you could essentially turn Alex into Yusuke Urameshi or Kazuma Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Alright, I've never seen it. Oh yeah, I see what you mean about the graphics now. I actually think the version you're playing looks a bit better from my subjective taste, but I can kind of see there's more shading and whatnot on the GBA one.
Yeah, and while I own the 3DS remake, known as Rival Showdown, I haven't actually played it yet, but from what I've read, the game takes entirely from Kunio's point of view over a course of 3 days. And I think it takes a lot of what the GBA version did, where I guess if you fight, quote, like a man of honor, with your bare hands, no weapons, you allow your enemies to get back up after getting knocked down, you'll be able to increase, I guess, karma points or social points or whatever, and basically recruit members to be Kunio's, quote, gang members, end quote.
Alright.
Where in this game, you can't. Just be cheap and beat the crap out of enemies, because we're badasses.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they're gonna give you a massive chain to hit people with, then I'm gonna pick up the chain and hit people with it. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how I work.
Especially if it's through the wall right here, which is the cheapest and best way to get rid of these enemies.
Dong came second, Silver Dude. Kiryu won, but Snake's other character is called Dong, just as a consolation prize.
I kind of wonder if Dong will be mentioned when we get to saving Ryan's girlfriend. I forgot her name. That's how important she is to the story.
Nah, it's fine. Like, she wasn't kidnapped or disappeared or anything. She just, you know, wanted to spend some time with Dong.
Yeah, she just wanted to spend some time with Slick, which I don't know if that makes things even worse.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Throw the fucking tire at me already.
There we go. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna fight Rocco, who looks a lot like Gabe Newell.
Huh?
I mean, he has a gray shirt, he has glasses, and hair that might look similar to Gabe Newell's. He's Gabe Newell in disguise.
Maybe a little bit.
So, now that we've gotten this far, Rocco's told us to go back to Sherman Park so we can fight Blade, a member of the zombie gang.
She's putting a little tweet out.
So, speedrun tactics would basically have you kill yourself so you could go back to the previous mall.
Alright, well, just reset to a checkpoint.
Yeah, so, but I don't really want to do that because if I die, then I'll lose half my money.
Alright. And that's quality sushi bar money, you know. Did that guy really cry out for his mama?
Yeah.
Perfect.
If you keep beating the crap out of them, they'll keep crying for mommy.
Beautiful.
Some other games in the Kunio-kun franchise are some that have been westernized, like Crash and the Boy Street Challenge, which is basically Olympic stadium events with combat sports. Oh, well, I got the crap kicked out of me. We're back at the Waterfront Mall. Well, that just means I can spend more money on egg rolls to increase my stamina.
Whatever works.
Go over here. There are some more expensive items in the game that you'll have to save up money for, which are basically shoes, which are the best way to increase your kick power.
Yeah, we could save up for shoes, but I kind of feel like Chow Mein right now.
Just gonna keep devouring egg rolls to the last cent.
So I take it like the egg rolls are the most like cost-effective way of bulk leveling. Given that's what you're doing.
Yeah, if you want to level up your stamina really quickly, eat egg rolls. Because it also maxes out your defense as well. But it won't make fighting bosses any easier because they're pretty powerful. But it's better to have a weapon, at least a chain with you.
I suppose at least like being a bit more bulky and defensive, it kind of gives you that level of protection, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, just run away. Just run away from my dragon feet.
Oh yeah, he did just bolt it like a pussy, didn't he?
Hadn't seen that before. Alright. Sticks fill the last place before the park. There's another stat called willpower, which basically gives you like a last stand kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
To level that up, I've forgotten the item you need to eat for that, but generally if you go to a sauna, which is towards the final area of the game, you'll be able to increase your willpower by constantly going in and out of the sauna. Alright, Blade, let's kick your ass. And he kind of looks like a zombie, actually, with wide eyes.
His forehead looks like an arse. It just does, like, that's the first thing that stood out to me when I saw him come on screen.
I can see the ass eyebrows.
Oh, I love being a child.
Alright. So now we have permission to go towards the final area of the game. Why the heck did you hit your friend, dude? You just threw the chain at his friend and he just bolted.
Nothing's more friendly than friendly fire, you know?
God damn it. Oh my gosh! Why are you picking me up? Okay. That happened before in practicing, too. Okay, I beat you up, now I'm gonna carry you off the edge of the screen.
Did he just try to throw you into the ditch?
Oh.
That's what it looked like when he took you onto the next screen and then there's the big bottom bit there.
Alright, back at the Grotto Mall. That's not exactly where I want to be.
Defender of Fire says no one ever said NES AI for beat-em-ups was ever smart. That's very true.
Nope. Especially not in this game. If you get way too powerful, they'll just start running away.
Well, actually, if you think about it, that kind of is smart.
That is.
It's to either run away and be a coward, or, you know, get your face smacked in.
There is a way to block in this game. You just have to press either one of the attack buttons, B or A, right when an enemy hits the block. And then you press both buttons to jump.
Alright, is that something that's realistically doable, or is it like some frame perfect shit?
It's not. It's realistically doable if you keep mashing buttons, which is what I do.
Well, I mean, if it works, then it works.
There we go. Okay, Moose. I'm gonna kill you again.
I like that them guys keep running around on the very thin path with a giant crate over their head, because that's safe. Oh, apparently the PlayStation State of Play thing's about to start. I'm sure I'll get caught up with everything that happens on Twitter. It's like Sony's not Nintendo Direct thing, you know?
Oh, I'll just have to check that out whenever I'm finished.
It's fine, I'm sure if you just scroll through your Twitter timeline, then, you know, you'll see all the important shit.
Yeah. One thing I should mention with the 3DS Kunio-kun games, they use an art style that basically uses NES-style sprites, which look very good, but they use 3D backgrounds, and I actually don't mind that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that can work if it's done right, because like that's the sort of thing that, what is it, Octopath Traveler's been doing?
Yeah.
On Twitch? Because that game was really good.
I kind of want to say we have a handful of Kunio-kun games that never came over, one of which was basically ice hockey combat sports.
Huh.
And then there was another game which got localized, but it got changed to Nintendo World Cup, which made a lot of differences and took the high schools out in favor of just a national World Cup soccer tournament where you basically have the ability to tackle and slide kick the crap out of your enemies. And of course they'll stay knocked out for however long is left in the soccer match. It's one of my favorite games on the NES.
Yeah, oh nice.
Alright.
And remember, guys, we are here raising money for the charity Child's Play. We have a donate button just below the stream if you want to chip in. So far, we are at $367.37. And remember, we have a new incentive unlocking at $500. So if you want to see another game get unlocked today, then you know what you got to do.
Gonna go over to the other side now. I really would like their money. Unless Rocco's already... No, they're right there, standing there, waiting. Are you guys gonna move?
I enjoyed the way you were able to sort of like clip that crate thing through the wall, which really looked goofy and off.
Oh jeez. I kind of wish this had Streets of Rage level controls, where I could actually land on the ground after they throw me.
Oh, you gotta do that awkwardly waiting to get it back up thing.
Yeah.
Goody.
Okay, I'll just stand right here and be cheap.
That's not even fair, you're just sort of halfway stuck in the box at that point.
They're out. I hit myself.
Stop hitting yourself, Snake.
Well, I got his money now. How much? Oh, right. If you press the select button, you'll be able to see how much money you have.
Alright.
And then go over to status if you want to see your overall stats. We have max power almost completely maxed out. Same with defense. Just have to work on those later.
So if you got $17, how many egg rolls is that?
Room for one more?
Hello there, Neo.
Yes. I got my break and some fresh caffeine.
Good. What you need to keep yourself going.
Yes. So have you guys brought up the River City Ransom Underground yet?
I have not.
You haven't? Have you ever played it?
No.
Yeah.
I've only played the 3DS games, though.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this game got a spin-off. This game got a sequel about I don't know, like multiple decades later on Steam. Oh, no, it's been pulled, I think now, but because of River City Ransom Underground. Yeah, and back in 2017. Although it was, you might recognize it if you follow drama at all, game drama, like internet drama at all.
I am suddenly interested.
You might recognize it as one of the games that got pulled from Steam during the whole situation with that one composer who...
Oh, was that the one who started just randomly suing people?
Yeah, who started doling out DMCAs on everybody who played games with her music in it.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I remember.
All the companies that she did music.
Yeah, oh yeah, I fell out with this publisher, so now I'm going to take it out on random people who have nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's a smart way of making yourself look good, bluff.
Yeah, and River City Ransom Underground was a game that it had to get pulled from Steam because of it.
Yeah, it got caught in the crossfire, sort of.
Wow.
I'm going to look it up for this because I'm curious. So.
But it is back currently. I forget her name. The name of the composer.
Was it a Japanese composer? Or
No. It was someone who, I think she went a bit insane. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some kind of she needed help very clearly.
Yeah, but you know, there's ways to get people on your side with that kind of thing, and ways to not. And starting frivolous legal suits against random people is not the way to do that.
Alex Mauer.
Yeah,
Alex
that's
Mauer.
her.
Yes.
I remember her.
So you might remember that from back from 2017, which is okay. That's why this is listed as a 2017 game, because it was before that, but then it became relevant again. So when it came back, I'm sure it got a few sales it wouldn't have.
Huh.
I'm just
never
looking at-
heard of that.
I'm just looking at the footage now. This actually looks really cool, like, in terms of the art style, and that is still using the NES-like art style, but with a bit more flexibility in the color palette and whatnot.
Yeah, and you can
good.
tell. Yeah, it is basically the same character designs as River City Ransom. This is probably one of the first games to have anime-style graphics.
I definitely would agree with that.
It is a little bit like you got the kind of anime facial proportions and that on the character sprites.
Yeah.
And back then, in the olden days, if you wanted to get an anime art style, you had to make the sprite big as fuck.
Yeah.
Because you weren't gonna get a face like this on a camera zoomed out as Super Mario.
Let's see, is the drugstore around here? I think it is.
No, let's just buy some sweets in the meantime, that'll do the job.
I could buy a teddy bear and increase my strength.
Go buy some steak.
That would help increase my punching and kicking power, but right now what I need is to increase my... Actually, what am I saying? I could technically just get my ass kicked and then just get all my life back.
I am strategically losing.
God, like I'd never thought about it before, but when the person who donated for Kiryu to be the name said that Yakuza was sort of coming from these beat 'em, well, yeah, there is a direct lineage from this game.
There
to
is.
Yakuza.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like you look at it. I mean, I mean, aside from the screens where he's buying stuff, he's a constantly angry, stern-looking Japanese man beating the shit out of other people on the mean streets of his city.
And then when he goes in to buy stuff, he's just all anime happy eyes.
Yeah.
That is pretty much Yakuza in a nutshell. Alright. There are certain foods where you're gonna have to carry them because you can't eat them inside the store.
I will say you're a man of culture with your ribeye steaks. The superior way to a steak.
This is just a game weirdly ahead of its time.
Yeah, I guess I won't really need to have to level up my kicks, because I got the dragon feet after all. Plus, this will level up my agility, so it's very nice either way.
I love the line is, that was a great piece of meat, which would have been even more perfect if we got Dong as the first place character.
Now I'm actually suddenly slightly disappointed that Dong didn't win. Oh, but if I had a second player with me, though...
Yeah. If you had someone else to play with you, Dong, it would be fine.
Shit.
Right,
Yeah. I know, I got nothing.
Alright. I'm going. I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can with this chain weapon.
One day you will be the true Street Thug Bowman.
There's some Kunio-kun games that I like that never got localized, but they got fan translations. One of them is sort of a dark sequel to the original Renegade called Kunio's Eulogy, which basically where Kunio and Riki got framed for a hit and run, and they basically have to break out of jail and clear their name, and it basically retreads all the enemies from the Renegade game, which basically entail Yankee gang members, motorcycle gang members, and then Japanese female delinquents, and then the actual Yakuza.
So you described that, and it seems like such a far cry from the cartoony beat 'em up that we see on screen right now.
Yeah, because the story is pretty dark in tone, and it's not like anime happy like this game is.
I was gonna say, this game is a perfect example of North America like just being way fucking better than the PAL regions at localizing and naming shit. Because when this got localized, because the original Japanese title is like a tale of downtown Nekutsu or something.
Yeah.
When they localized, it became River City Ransom, and then they decided to put it in the PAL regions, and they just called it Street Gangs.
Yeah, Snake was saying earlier, that's brilliant. It's like they had all of 5 minutes to come up with a name before their lunch break and just thought, yeah, the Street Gang's here, that's what it's called now.
Yeah, UK and Europe seem to get kind of the short end of the stick when it comes to naming video
Localization.
games. Yeah.
Localizations in general. I mean,
everything in general, let's be fair. Like, when we're not dealing with the half-assed naming schemes and the random changes for no apparent reason, we've still got to deal with the fucking 50 Hz gameplay, which is fun.
Also, Teenage Hero Turtles.
Oh yeah, that too. that was just such a brilliant example.
No violence in the UK. Not a lot.
Ninjas are bad for European society.
Oh god.
It's such a wonderful dichotomy when things get localized, because America doesn't give a flying fuck about how violent children's media is, but you show a nipple and we're out of there. Whereas Japan, there are interesting cases where the American versions of some Japanese games are actually the uncensored version.
Well, that's the sort of thing I would imagine where it's like the American localization would want to be like the cooler, edgier kind of thing.
Because they don't like showing, in games rated a certain, obviously, unless it's rated for adults in Japan, they really don't like showing blood.
Yeah.
But in America, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let them bleed. So there are these games that I forget which game it was, but like in the original Japanese version, like whenever you killed someone, they like turned into dust, and then when it came over to the West in America, it's like fuck it, they're dead. Show it.
Yeah, that's No More Heroes.
They're bleeding. Yeah.
Well, with No More Heroes, that's another one where there's a US-Europe split, because we ended up getting the censored version as well. It was just the US one that was like the actual blood.
Yeah.
What are you doing to this guy, Snake? Just throwing him at the same wall over and over, and he bounced back down, and you throw him up again.
Strategy. I'm a badass Yankee. I don't fight fair.
Oh god.
Right, so I don't exactly have enough to get the shoes I want, but I'll at least get something.
Oh yeah, fashion.
Yeah. Although if you go beat up some more dudes, you can get some more nice shoes.
Yeah, the ones that I want are. That's also a great name for a tea shop. The Tea Bag.
Okay.
Just make your own joke.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have some PG tips, mate.
That is not the shoe store. I think the shoe store might have been in the previous mall, but we're actually pretty close to the end of the game, believe it or not.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty short game.
Ah.
Let's see, is that... Nope, that's another bookstore.
It's one of those games that's about as long as you want it to be.
No, right, yeah, I get you.
And you could just go around and grind levels and money. For as long as you want, or you can just gun it for the ending. Fuck being you don't care about levels.
I think I'd actually need some health restoring items. That'd be a good idea. I'll just buy a bunch of love potions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Obviously.
Love potion number 9.
And a date saver. I don't know what that is supposed to be implying, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have enough for the sauna, but that's okay. I can just beat up some thugs and just save some more money.
This was a pretty heavy localization, though. Like back from a time when, like, generally, like English localizers didn't bother doing a very good job. They went the extra mile here. Like they redrew a bunch of the character sprites so that they wouldn't be wearing Japanese school uniforms.
Yeah, like it seems pretty cohesive from what I can say. Because like, if you think there were a lot of games like in the early years where it was very clear that they just did the bare minimum, and there were a lot of like phrases that seemed nonsensical and that. Whereas everything, like every time I've seen some text come up on screen and that, it's been like a proper complete sentence. Which I know that doesn't seem like the biggest praise, but when you compare to other NES games, like if you're trying to find the hints in fucking Zelda or some shit, that's kind of a big deal.
Compare it to like Double Dragon, Double Dragon games, which there's a bare ass. There's like the Double Dragon game.
Nice knowing you guys. We got banned on Twitch for seeing Alex's butt.
Famously, Bimmy and Jimmy was there at the start of Double Dragon 3.
The best example that comes to my mind, and we've done a playthrough of it, and it's like the obvious meme game, but like the fucking Zero Wing opening is gorgeous.
Yeah.
In respect. You know, it's like the fucking best localization.
It is. That game never got a localized release in America, did it?
No, the main one is the PAL release. That's the
okay.
version that we did on the channel as well.
Oh yeah, because I see repro cartridges of it at this used game store all the time. And I'm kind of wondering, does it have an accurate translation, or does it have the meme translation?
Yeah, because with the Mega Drive one, which is what it was, I think there's the Japanese release and the European main one. I'm not sure about like the arcade versions and the PC Engine versions where they ended up coming and going, but they're like different. Like they're the same game, but they have a lot of different assets and like the story's slightly different and stuff like that.
Yeah, the cutscenes for the PC Engine CD version of Zero Wing have essentially a completely different kind of telling of the opening.
Like, I think they're still revolving around like the whole story with like the cats, aliens, and stuff like that, but it's just like from like retold sort of thing.
Jeez. This guy's the only one that has the special move of a jumping headbutt. Jeez.
That doesn't sound that practical, all things considered. Because if you
very
jump and headbutt, you're already above them.
Why is he so intent on hitting you with a tire?
Well, he just found the tire and he wants to get some use from it. Is that a problem?
There are more, like, he had you dead to rights there, and he was just like, no.
Yeah.
He has to get up. I have to hit him with this tire.
He has a few more willpower points left. Then once he runs out, then I'll kill him.
He could have just kicked you in the face, and it would have been done.
Hey there, Daemos. He says he's at his PC now, so if you want to troll Snake a bit, I know that's one of your things you like to do.
Okay, so
how would he troll Snake?
If you watch me stream on Mondays with Multiplayer Mondays, maybe you might find out.
No, I mean, like...
Yeah, plug, show.
You get him to play as Maria in Rondo of Blood. I don't think that's making him suffer. Like, you can have him play as Wang Tang in Power Stone.
Yeah, he's basically Goku. Honestly, I don't really think there is an exact way to suffer in Power Stone, unless you get to the final boss, which then we'll have some problems.
It's weird because I think, like, I'm just scanning the list here. Like, I don't think any of us have picked like bad games this year, have we? So we haven't really got anything to suffer with.
We'll see with Half-Life. Co-op. That's because we're playing that in co-op, and oof.
How do you
Those
play
first-person
co-op?
platforming. Sven Co-op is a mod that was released in the 90s, so it is still retro.
Okay.
Yeah, so Snaker is gonna be with some friends. He's gonna play through Half-Life 1 while I read off donations and shit. And some of those first-person platforming bits, they're not for more than one person doing that at the same time, so I'm sure.
That'll
Okay,
be
so
fun to
sure
watch.
something will go wrong.
are they playing co-op on a dial-up connection just for authenticity though?
Yes.
Good. I won't wish that on anyone.
Stop blocking my attacks!
Why though? He doesn't want to get punched in the face, or kicked in the face, or whatever.
How?
How are you beating up the guy with soda?
There we go. Alright. Let's see what the date saver does.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not how you use it. There's also a secret shop in that tunnel back there that has very expensive items. One of them's called Excalibur, and I'm assuming that increases your attack points with weapons.
Do you get a sword? Is that what it is?
No, you don't.
Oh, that would be fucking cool though. Well, all these guys like throwing fucking tires at each other, and here you are with fucking Excalibur sword.
Right, I'm gonna play it safe and go back and get some more love potions or karma jolts. So once you've defeated the boss, I think that you'd be free to move on. You could just fight him over again if you want more money.
Oh, it's the state of play thing over already, Xenoway.
Hmm?
Xenoway's back, so I guess that means the state of play thing's already done. He says it was incredibly disappointing. Like, what do Sony even have to announce that would excite people the same way that a Direct does?
Use powers max.
Mm-hmm. Alright. This should be the last time, and then I'll go get another karma jolt.
Yeah, okay, I'm just scrolling through Twitter and seeing a lot of it was nothing kind of responses to the state of play thing, so yeah, good job there, Sony.
Well, game companies are great because they let you get a lot of use out of that. Wow, it's fucking nothing. Image.
Like, my favourite one of them is still the Groudon one.
The
from
Groudon one is the best.
It's just perfect, like, from the fucking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
It's good because Nintendo does it a lot, so you get to target it specifically.
Yeah, and especially when they like spend extended periods of time showing off absolutely nothing as well. That's when it's perfect.
Man.
I remember when their E3 was just Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah, see, that one at least I kind of get, because, like, Smash is their biggest game and whatnot, but, like, you know, they have had a fair, like, few underwhelming directs, to say the least.
Because, like, I remember the one direct where it was Breath of the Wild and Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that was it. People were like, oh, wow, just 2 fucking games. You gotta be kidding me, Nintendo. Can you go even lower? And then, surprise!
Yeah,
they did!
Okay, so how
One
does
game,
Brass
baby.
Knuckles ricochet off that guy's block, and why is the first thing that I'm entering a school gym and not, like, the hallway?
My school had a back entrance that went straight into the gym.
They're gonna have to find a way somehow for this E3's direct to be half of a game.
Yeah. Oh, like, they could just show off the Smash DLC.
Yeah, they just show off DLC.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Like, what they got? Like, didn't they announce they've got 5 slots and every one of them's the Joker from Persona 5? So,
Yes.
if they wanted to really half-ass it, they could just show off like his ults or something.
Just show off Minecraft, Steve.
imagine at that point they'll probably show off whoever Brave is. It's probably
No.
Patrick.
Oh my god, could you imagine if Banjo-Kazooie or Minecraft Steve is announced for Smash, but it's at Microsoft C3 conference?
That'd be great.
I actually would be able to see that happening now.
Yeah, that's something. It's something that they would do. And then Nintendo was just, well, what are you gonna do? You know, Glenn, like that time Bethesda showed off the Fallout 76 trailer at Microsoft's conference, and then when their conference came around, they literally didn't have anything else.
Yeah. I still would love to see the banter that we get if, like, say, like Banjo and Kazooie gets snubbed from the Smash DLC, but we get Yuka and Laylee instead. That'd be beautiful.
Alright, that hall's cleared out. Let's go up the next floor. I believe there's a boss. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a boss here. Come here and meet Mr. Lynx. Whoa. Let me... Actually, hold on. I have willpower left, so... Okay, yeah, no, I'm not taking any chances. Not here. There we go. Come on. There we go.
Nice.
So you
Mookie.
guys did manage to name a character, Dong?
Yeah, we named the second character Ryan Dong.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's
so,
his role?
not appearing because he's the player 2 character.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
I think he might get a passing mention. Might.
So what was weird is I noticed this during the startup, like where it was telling you the story, that they did still have the original names in there, even though we'd already named the characters at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they're just gonna do that again.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, you can be cheap, I can be cheap too.
We can both be cheap ass.
Alright. Here we go. Upcoming next is the penultimate final boss, the Dragon
Oh,
Twins.
what?
This will be a treat for you guys to see, and also here.
Penultimate's one of my favorite words. I try to use it whenever applicable.
It's just so grand of a word, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's for what it describes, it's just second to last. That's all it means. Like,
Guys,
it
meet
sounds so
Bimmy
fancy.
and Jimmy, or in this game, Randy and Andy.
Ooh,
The Dragon
Bimmy and
Twins.
Jimmy. Ah, yeah, Double Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Because Technosoft are the guys that made Double Dragon, after all. Okay, I'm not going to take any chances with this.
Oh yeah, he did the that's the Double Dragon.
Nope, that's not it.
The real question is, did they bring Bimmy or did they bring Billy?
Yes.
I understand.
Alright, there we go.
Double Dragon's a franchise that like doesn't get updates too much, but when it does, it tends to be pretty. Double Dragon Neon was pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played any of them, to be honest.
Neon
I do
is
remember
definitely worth
seeing-
playing.
I do remember seeing hearing a fair bit about Neon when that came out, but I haven't really looked into the series at all, to be honest.
Ah, damn it.
I mean, the Double Dragon Neon was sort of going to be a reboot. They Way Forward did it, and Way Forward is real. I don't know. Way Forward just hasn't really made any bad games. I don't know. I can think of.
They seem pretty consistent from everything I've seen. I think the only one I've played myself was the DuckTales remaster, which that was pretty solid, but I do hear a lot of good things about it.
they're a really good they're just a really good developer for handling side scrollers that aren't, all 8-bit and shit.
I'll tell a lie, I did play Mighty Switch Force as well, the first one on the Wii U. That's pretty fun. Well, I can't remember if I beat it, I don't think I did, but I remember the concept being pretty cool.
I played Shantae, the original Game Boy Color version, and I think that's pretty much it. I also played Double Dragon Neon.
Shantae Half Genie Hero got so overfunded on Kickstarter that they had so many stretch goals that I think they only it came out in 2016, and I think just recently they finally released the last stretch goal DLC.
Was it Half Genie Hero? Is that the...
Yeah, Half Genie Hero. Yeah.
Let me look up how much it made.
900,000.
Oh yeah. Oh, for that you could almost buy a copy of the Game Boy Color one.
Shit.
Oh wow.
It's one of them games that just is so inflated now by how hard it is to get hold of.
Yeah, because Shantae's because they brought it back years later, and it became a hit, and then everyone's like, oh my god, there is another one? I want to play that, and everyone who had a copy suddenly had a hot game that they could sell.
Okay, so I just opened up eBay, and the top 2 listings says one Shantae Game Boy Color GBC English language play now for $7.95, which I'm sure is totally legit.
Wow.
And then underneath there's a boxed one for £1,517.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
I wonder which one's the legit copy there.
He's wrong, so you better buy it.
Yeah. They'll just give you a card to the eShop version, or just put the ROM on a USB drive.
Oh no, they've got a picture of the dodgy one. It's one of them fake cartridges where instead of having the Game Boy Color logo, it's just got the word game printed on it. Which I think I actually have a couple of bootlegs like that I got years ago.
Yeah, I have a couple of bootleg Game Boy Color cartridges too. One of which is basically Capcom vs. SNK, and the music is horrendous.
I bet,
It's like
yeah.
ear-screeching bad. Ear-piercing bad.
Like, I do have one, I'm not sure if I still have it, but I remember having a Game Boy cartridge that, obviously a bootleg, it was a ROM dump of that Robopon game, but they released it as Pokemon Platinum, and so it's like, yeah, that's exactly what we've got going on here. Did he just land on his ass?
He did.
Good.
And it's funny because the original Shantae, looking back, is probably maybe the only good Game Boy Color exclusive.
Yeah, well,
Given that, because all the other ones were just regular games. Actually, no, Pokemon Silver might have been Game Boy Color.
No, Silver and
Gen
Gold
2.
were Game
Crystal
Boy,
was
but
Game Boy
Crystal,
Color.
yeah, Crystal was enhanced, Game Boy Color exclusive.
Okay,
whereas
yes,
Silver and Gold
yes,
were
Crystal was
both.
color exclusive. Never mind.
Yeah.
But still, Game Boy Color was just such a, looking back, such a weird middle ground.
Yeah, it's weird because the original Game Boy is one of my favourite game lineups. There's so many games on that, but I can't think of anything other than the ones we mentioned for fucking Game Boy Color.
I think Super Mario DX was Game Boy Color. It might have been regular.
Yeah, it was Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Well, then again, that is the fucking NES game, but with screen crunch. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it at least plays better than Sonic Genesis on the GBA.
Oh, hello. There was a Gex Center, the Gecko port. Hell yeah.
I bet that one was terrible.
The Game Boy Color did have that Donkey Kong Country port, didn't it? Before they did the GBA one, which was a bit more fleshed out.
Oh yeah.
I never actually played that. The only one I've played of the handheld of them is Donkey Kong Land on the Game Boy, which actually took me by surprise. I've seen long plays of that before, where I just thought
ugly.
it looks like it'd be impossible to follow because they're using all the darker shades on both the background and the character sprites. Except when you're actually playing it, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did.
Yeah, I haven't even beaten that one.
And what I was originally getting to, I forget. Oh yeah, so Shantae, because it's a series. Like all the games are like rated E for everyone, so it's ostensibly a series that kids can play.
Yeah,
Fun little colorful cartoony platformer. But the main character is like a belly dancer.
Yeah.
Most of the female characters are drawn to be really attractive. And then there's even that one mermaid boss who has jiggles. Who
gosh.
straight up has jiggle physics. So it's theoretically for kids, but I don't know.
Little kids, when they don't know what's going on, they'll be fine. Then when they're like maybe coming up to puberty and that's when it's not appropriate until they're adults again. It's like a weird curve as to whether it's appropriate for it.
I mean, like, there's like the zombie girl who's constantly shaking her hips. I mean, the fucking there's a swimsuit. There's a straight up swimsuit DLC.
What?
There's a whole chapter in the 3DS game where they're all dressed up in the skimpy slave Leia outfit, which is super revealing.
Well, I'm not gonna complain, but
Yeah, of course you won't. I can get one more karma jolt.
Like I'm just gonna throw a link to an image in chat, and I'm just gonna say this game is for kids. I'm gonna show
I am curious.
Game for children.
Yeah, it's the fucking nearly naked plant girl, isn't it?
Zombie, yeah.
It's zombie, yeah. Oh, there's that plant one from that other game that came out a while ago, so I'm getting confused.
I got cookies I need to use.
And she's not the only one in that outfit. Shantae herself is in it too.
Oh, right.
That whole chapter.
I should be good to go. Oh no. So once the Dragon Twins get brought, I'll just immediately beat the crap out of them and then just bypass everyone else.
And I guess that's just what you get when you make the main character a belly dancer.
Well, you got to keep the rest of the characters consistent style-wise, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, her outfit's no more revealing than Jasmine from Aladdin. When you really think about it.
Yeah. Like, I was just amused by the fact that we started talking about this as there was a sign on screen saying "trash pickup." People are screaming "bath" because they're getting kicked in the gut, and that makes them bath.
Yeah, that's something that the people that worked in localization did, because the scream that they give off in Japanese when they die doesn't really have any direct translation, so can just translate to barf.
I thought you were going to say it was too explicit for the Western audience. Yeah. So like you just have this game where every time you go and knock someone down, they just scream, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, this was before Western audiences had been acclimatized to anime onomatopoeia, so stuff like "irk" or "g" was not yet acceptable.
Yeah, or murder.
Yeah, because nobody ever screamed in pain until anime was invented.
But the specific way of writing it as like that didn't come across quite as well.
Where am I on money? Okay.
No, they just scream shit. Yeah, that's probably more likely.
Hey, why aren't you gonna let me jump on that hoop? I need
Actually,
to jump on there.
You know what the first anime style game I played was?
Go on.
It's kind of fucked up. The first game I played with like animes, like, you know, style characters and designs and stuff was fucking Corpse Party.
Ah.
Wow.
Which, I mean, you know, it's a decent introduction to anime, all
Yeah, I
things
guess.
considered. And it's about school children fucking getting traumatized and covered in blood.
Yeah, just another day.
It's weird that it's because it's a genuinely effective horror game. And it's weird that it can be a genuinely effective horror game when one of the main sources of tension throughout the experience is one of the characters needs to fucking piss or something
Wow.
and can't find a toilet.
Huh.
That's an actual source of tension, and it's effective too.
That is
I got
weird.
invested in that. I got invested in that because I was like, God, how long is she gonna hold it in?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna judge out loud. But, you know.
It's a weirdly effective way of getting you to empathize with the horror of the situation. It's like, does a character really fucking need to take a piss? And just can't, because all the bathrooms are dirty as shit.
Oh god.
There are dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a heal. Man, they are kicking my ass.
I just saw him pick you up after they've already thrown you and just throw you again. That's some fucking bullshit.
Well, it's fair. I keep doing it to them. They keep doing it to me.
Yeah, but you're the protagonist. You should be allowed to do bullshit stuff.
Man, I'm scared that this thing's gonna soft lock up on me. I'm gonna at least create a suspend point, just in case.
We haven't I haven't heard it shouted out quite yet. I just want to remind everyone that we are playing River City Ransom for a charity called Child's Play that gives games and toys to children in hospitals. You can donate by clicking on the donate button below the video feed, or by typing !donate in the chat to give yourself a link.
Okay, that's just downright unfair. Don't do that to me. Shit!
Oh, you're getting the thrown up the wall repeatedly thing that you were doing to the other guy earlier. I suppose that is karma, but you know.
Man! They take out a lot. Wow. Okay, so... I'm gonna give this one more try, and then I'm just gonna save Scum. I'd really hate to do that, but...
Yeah, if it helps you keep moving, then do what you gotta do, mate.
No one wants to see 50 minutes of me just dying over and over again.
What
By the way,
if someone does that?
Secret tip for anyone donating towards incentives. Spar's worst character in Super Smash Bros. Is Ness or Jiggly.
Just a little hint for you guys.
Yeah, just a little hint to I actually kind of want to see Samus. See, the real meme choice for that would be Luigi, because that's literally just Mario.
Yeah, he's just green Mario.
Yeah, in Smash, he really is just a clone in the original Smash.
Neo, is your headset up really loud? Because Correct is saying that he's hearing Snake in someone else's mic, and occasionally I hear myself too.
Oh, fuck! Discord reset my fucking settings. I just noticed that. Fuck.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if
there
it's
we
like-
go.
Let's see, I'll keep talking. Okay, that seems to have sorted it.
Yeah.
Like, it was only very occasionally, and I thought it might have just been Discord glitching up, that's why I didn't say anything about it. But,
No, Discord fucked my settings up for some reason. I don't know.
Ah, well, it's fixed now. Come on, guys, that was a very subtle hint to donate, by the way.
Was I mean, you know,
Yeah.
take it how you will.
If someone were to donate to the characters Spar's not too good at, you know, that would just be a thing that happens, wouldn't it? We wouldn't be able to do anything to stop it.
Again, I want to see Samus. She has very nice power armor.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. I mean, literally, it's the first. The power armor.
Yeah.
I think when she gets zapped, they show the outline of. I think it's just a skeleton.
No, right.
There has to be an item in the Oak Hills Mall that increases defense, because that's actually what I need.
You need something to make it less of a problem if they try to get you in a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because my health decreases way too fast.
So you don't really have the opportunity to break out of it when they start doing that, do they? So I don't know if there's something in particular that could help with that.
No, I just need eat a good food that increases defense, and I don't know which one does.
It's an interesting aspect of beat 'em up game where they usually tend to give all of the mooks actual names.
Yeah.
Final Fight does that. Double Dragon.
If I'm gonna kick a guy in the gut, I want to remember his name after I've done it.
The Internationals is a really good name for a gang. Maybe they're just multicultural.
I definitely think that might be the case.
I think that is, because that one guy was named Lars, then there's a Juan, and a Fuji, and a Boris.
And a Yemi, and an Andre,
Yeah.
and a Hans.
Pretty multicultural. So we're just beating up who are just... They just want to spread diversity.
And we just beat up Wong, too.
I think we're Japanese nationalists.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy another item and have them beat me up. And then
mean,
go
our
for
character-
level 3.
I think our character's a big fan of Attack on Titan.
Right. Could one of you guys look up the Oak Hills Mall and see which item increases defense? Because I have no clue.
Is that a fucking Steam Hands joke, chat?
I think it is.
What year is it?
It's 2019, so, you know, it's time to bring all the old memes back, you know? I still miss Harambe so much.
Alright, I'll just try buying oatmeal cookies.
You're prepared for an unforgettable marathon.
So glad to be part of this.
Alright, that's... okay. Well, this will increase stamina a bit as well as punching power, but that doesn't exactly increase defense. Right. Defense is at 42 Gs. Thought it was higher, but then again, it's probably just because that this is the end of the game and the Dragon Twins are just guaranteed to kick your ass regardless.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta work towards some sort of...
Tom invites all of us over. He looks to the kitchen and sees that the only console he hasn't covered is an Xbox. Egad, my thon is ruined. But what if I were to take Sega and Nintendo game and disguise it as a new marathon? Delightfully devilish and Tom.
Oh god.
So Segathon 2.0, basically. Because that's what the original Xbox is essentially. It's another Dreamcast.
Well, I mean, the Xbox One's going a bit like the Dreamcast as it stands.
Oh, yeah.
HFC Retrothon, in this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the internet, localized entirely on this Twitch channel.
Alright, let's try another cookies. Just out of curiosity. Let's try brownies. At least I get to keep my items. There we go. Okay, brownies increase weapon attacks. Okay. Strength is used for blocking. Okay.
Oh, so that might help you against, like, the wall.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. Let's just create a suspend point here. I'm actually very surprised that I guess the NES app on the Switch is actually holding up very well, despite being online only.
Well, isn't it the thing where it has to, like, phone home every now and then, and that'll, like, count as it being online?
Like, how often does it do that? Like, every 7 days or something?
Probably something like that, I don't know, but... Like, my biggest problem with the NES games on the Switch is I don't like the Switch controller for 2D games. I just don't like that not D-pad thing. And the other option's the Pro controller, but again, that's more like the D-pad's a bit low down for me. When I emulate games, I tend to use the PS4 controller. I just plug it into my PC. That's kind of like the ideal shape of controller for side-scrollers.
I mean, when you legally play games, they're legally on your console.
Yeah, them games are legally purchased. Those ones.
I mean, the controller that I'm using right now is the Famicom controllers for the Switch.
Oh, you got the actual official ones, did you?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with you right now.
Just chuck him at a wall, fuck it. He'll cope. Yeah, we did a Segathon just fine last year, Fez 64.
There we go. At least you're out of the way, Otis.
Nicely done.
I do not understand why it is that sometimes I'm not able to get on top of the freaking basketball hoop.
What's recognised as a solid object on that does seem really finicky from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you have to be directly on the open portion of the basketball hoop in order to get up to the top.
The bit that you should theoretically fall through.
Yeah.
Or get stuck to waist level at least.
Okay. I really wish I didn't have to use a Karma Jolt, but I will here.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
guess the benefit of using the Karma Jewels is that my throwing power will always increase.
Hmm. So is that like from a bit further away from you?
Right. I mean, I would do the entire double dragon wrap that Dwayne and Brando do, but I'm way too concentrating on this right now. Oh boy. Okay. I definitely think one of them is about to die.
Hmm.
Well, it's good that you're getting your throw power up.
Shit, they kicked my ass.
No.
Hmm.
I think you got a lot more hits in than you did last time, from what I remember.
How many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Use the suspend point. I'll just create one once I get right over to them.
Hmm. When she's done getting whipped by these two.
There we go. Fuck you, Ivan, and fuck your fighting. Okay, let's actually try this. Let's just go right up to the hoop and jump. Yeah, it's not letting me.
Gotta slam dunk in there first.
Yeah, I guess maybe I have to activate Otis first.
And then slam dunk him in there.
And then just slam dunk myself on top of there. There we go! You just have to activate Otis first, and then you'll be able to get to the top.
But slam dunk him in there anyway. It'll be fun. He really can be the fake Chaos Emerald.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, Clarex, if your brain wants to go that way, that's up to you, mate.
These fucking multicultural bastards.
Taking that quote out of context later, you realise.
How dare you, how dare you run with somebody named Andre?
Oh my god.
Fuji.
Okay,
I thought
there
we
go.
had an understanding.
Jeez! They're really brutal.
Well, they penultimate boss, aren't they?
They're American names.
It's probably
If we get rid of them,
better to completely separate the both of them.
they're the leader of the internationals.
Hmm.
No diversity in my school.
Ah, damn it.
Hi, Car. Yeah, see if you can separate them and try and whittle one down. That might make it a bit easier for you.
Probably might have been a good idea to max out my strength.
Yeah, juggled.
Hmm.
Fuck!
Heck, guys are free.
I'm a freak. Look at you guys. You guys are kicking my ass.
Fucking freak.
Okay, there's an idea.
Okay.
Hit one first, and then let the other speak for just a small start.
Yeah, the secret. I just looked it up. This guy just got up, spammed his kick at them, and then took an opportunity to throw one of them, and then kicking the other one to death, and then kicking, and then by that point there was just one left.
Oh, so sort of alternate.
Kicking and then throwing the other.
Yeah, just run up to them, like, just spam your kick at them until you're able to throw one.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be kicking both of them at the same time, though, ideally. So that when you throw one of them, the other one's behind you, and the other one's right in front of you, ready to keep on getting pummeled. Whereas the one you threw is obviously away.
Yeah. Jeez! The tornado kick takes out half my health.
Yeah, this specific one I looked up, when he got to the point where they threw him against the wall and he got up slowly, he didn't walk away. He just immediately started spamming the quick kick.
Why? Because they would keep throwing him, or what?
No, because when it got to the point where he gets to low and your guy just slowly gets up and does exhausted breathing animation.
Yeah.
That's an they'll both be right in front of you sharing a hitbox, and you slam on that spam that quick kick button, and then eventually throw one of them. Whereas, whenever you're recovering, you're walking down to make distance. You just gotta be relentless.
Oh no. Am I too late? Please tell me that I'm gonna save myself with this. Ha!
That sounds promising.
Yeah, if they knock me out, I can just interrupt that and just heal myself. That's good to know. Alright. There goes one of them.
Nice.
Yep.
Whoa!
Shit, man.
Here you go.
Holy
See,
shit.
spamming the kick.
Yep, you got this.
Die! Alright. Now that we've finally beaten the Dragon Twins, there is one more thing that we can do before we go fight Slick. Let's get into this classroom right here. And there is Dong's girlfriend, Cindy.
Okay, let's see this when it comes up.
Dong!
I'm late for you? Well, there's the door, honey! Go save yourself! You're not locked in here!
Oh, Christ.
There's the door, honey. Oh, she didn't even need the door. Teleported.
Hey, well, you know what? I'll just let myself die, because I'm not going to waste this Karma Jolt. At all. Actually, you know what? New suspend point.
I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me.
What the fuck? Jeez.
There's just a reminder that we are running a charity here, so if you want to donate, you can click the donate button below the video feed or type !donate to get a link, like so. And to see the incentives we have up, you can always look at the schedule, which is linked in the title of the video stream, and also take that, you can just grab that with !schedule, like so. Plenty of incentives to donate towards, plenty of, and it all goes to the Child's Play charity to get kids with nothing to do in the hospital but wait for their operation. It gets them toys and games to just make their lives a little bit easier.
Alright. Final fight with Slick. Oh, I'm sorry, his name is Simon.
Does he have a whip?
Nope, he just has a stick.
That's fucking disappointing.
It's me, your old friend.
Alright. Using the same strategy.
Spamming the quick kick. And the throw. Do all the AI just immediately run for the weapon at any opportunity?
I think so.
This seems to be like the strategy to like deal with them, so like they probably are like on a pretty predictable pattern. Don't throw
There
him
we go.
towards the weapon.
There we go.
Oh, is that in beat?
Oh no, my evil student power is gone.
Simon says, "Give me a break."
Oh, beautiful.
Well done.
So was that the...
That's the game. Thanks to Kiryu and Dong defeated the evil Simon.
I'm really happy that ends on a pun.
Yeah. That was actually great. Nicely done, Snake.
Kiryu would graduate from I don't know what the original school for Kunio was named in the localized version. Let's just call it Neketsu High. Kunio would later drop out of Neketsu High and go on to be a high-ranking member of the Yakuza. The end.
I should probably duck out now to start getting my stuff set up for the next run, and I'll be with you very shortly. Nice run there, Snake. Good job, mate.
Coming up next, we have arcade games with Flame.
Gonna play Namco Museum on the PlayStation 1.
Nice. Kind of wish that he was using the MAME emulator. He could play a lot more than just the Namco games. But,
Yeah, but MAME takes a lot of resources.
Huh, it does?
Yep.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. One of those, it's one of those official emulators that a lot of accuracy, so it will take up a lot of resources.
But if anyone's curious about canon, the next game that comes after this is some track and field type Kunio-kun game, and then after that comes Crash and the Boy Street Challenge, which apparently uses foreigners for the computer-only team from Oklahoma, of all places. No idea why they picked Oklahoma, but okay. But that is it for River City Ransom, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys next time.
Yeah.